Atlantic City, New Jersey. MMAjunkie was on scene and reporting live from today's early and official UFC Fight Night 128 fighter weigh-ins, where a main event fighter came in heavy. There were a number of issues at the weigh-ins. Headliner Kevin Lee, 16-3 MMA, 9-3 UFC, missed the 156-pound lightweight limit by 1 pound. Will be fined 20% of his show purse, but his matchup with Edson Barboza, 19-5 MMA, 13-5 UFC, will go on at a catchweight. In the lone women's bout on the card, Aspen Ladd, 6-0 MMA, 1-0 UFC, came in heavy for her scheduled bantamweight clash with Leslie Smith, the 1st of July. 10 MMA, 4-3 UFC, who opted not to take the fight. Additionally, it was discovered during the weigh-ins that Magomed Bibulata, 14-1 MMA, 1-1 UFC, has been ruled out of his flyweight fight against Ulka Sasaki, the 2nd of May. 20 MMA, 3-4 UFC, due to an injury. The early weigh-ins took place at the UFC Host Hotel in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and precede the ceremonial weigh-ins for the fans, which take place at 5 p.m. ET at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. The same venue hosts Saturday's event, which airs on FS1 following early prelims on UFC Fight Pass. The full UFC Fight Night 128 weigh-in results included: main card, FS1, 10 p.m. ET, Edson Barboza, 155.6 versus Kevin Lee, 157, * Frankie Edgar, 145.6 versus Cub Swanson, 145, Chase Sherman, 247 versus Justin Willis, 265.4, David Branch, 186 versus Thiago Moreta Santos, 185.8, Brett Johns, 135.8 versus Aljamain Sterling, 135.2, Dan Hooker, 155.6 versus Jim Miller, 155.4. Preliminary card, FS1, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Alex Garcia, 171 versus Ryan LaFleur, 170.6, CR Bahadirzada, 171 versus Luan Chagas, 170, Corey Anderson, 205 versus Patrick Cummins, 205.6, Merab Dvalishvili, 135.2 versus Ricky Simon, 135.8. Preliminary card, UFC Fight Pass, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Tony Martin, 170.6 versus Keita Nakamura, 170.6 *. Kevin Lee missed weight by 1 pound, fined 20% of purse. For more on UFC Fight Night 128, check out the UFC Rumors section of the site. View 23.